Hi guys, thanks for coming back to the channel. Just wanted to make a quick video in regards to Ripple. I came across an article or a post, I should say, in regards to Ripple and the switch of the wealth, the massive switch of wealth from BTC Ethereum to Ripple. And it's a very interesting one that does bring some questions, and I wanted to obviously share it with you, and looking forward to hear your opinion in regards to this. And do you think that yes, probably there are people that are gonna sell, or probably that have done it already, sold their BTC Ethereum, their decentralized coins, which is in my opinion worth a lot more for a centralized Ripple. Now Ripple has been pumping heavily. I've made 2 videos already in regards to back-to-back, so I don't want to make this video too long. You know what I'm talking about in regards to Ripple. Has gone down slightly, but still doing quite phenomenal considering the fact where Ripple was a few days ago. Now this is the post that I came across, and in fact someone actually emailed me the same post just a moment ago, and also left a comment on one of my videos in regards to this. So XRP truth. Now you can make whatever you want out of it. I'm just sharing it with you. I'm looking forward to obviously hear your opinion, and that's it. I'm not trying to say that it is true. It could be just speculation, it could be FUD, it could be anything. These days we just can't trust everything we hear or we see on the internet. That's a fact, especially when it comes to cryptocurrency, because we know unfortunately the agenda to most people are to make money on the back of other people. When it comes to pump and dump cryptocurrency, when it comes to just posting a little tweet, and then all of a sudden the cryptocurrency is all the way to the moon, and suddenly is all the way back down, and people claiming that they don't even didn't even post those tweets and things like that. So here how it goes, quite the opposite. Do you know what people are buying Ripple with? USD, no, Ethereum and BTC. Now obviously there's a lot of Ripple currently bought with USD, Korean won, and that's most of it what Ripple is currently bought with. However, there are also lots of BTC that are spent for buying Ripple, and as well as lots of Ethereum. Now what we also have to remember is, although the top 2 trades are done with Korean won and USD, that does not mean that people did not sell their Bitcoin or Ethereum or other cryptocurrencies for USD or Korean won, and then obviously bought Ripple with it. Of course, we can also be witnessing here a pump from certain corporation, people, organizations, I don't know. So it is very interesting one. Do you know who holds most of the Ripple in the world? Who is selling it? Banks. Again, not quite sure about this. Obviously Ripple, it is made for banks. It's obviously not made by the banks, but is made for banks to be used by the banks. So therefore it's fair to say that possibly lots of it is owned by the banks. What we're witnessing is the reversing of the massive wealth transfer. The banks know that they can't kill Ethereum and BTC. Now they need to get as much of it as possible. They don't want to pay full price. Now what we're obviously talking about in here is the fact that by pushing Ripple in the last few days, we have seen what's been happening to the rest of the market. It's been pretty much, I wouldn't say destroyed, but it's gone down quite a lot. Bitcoin is down to 13,000, Ethereum is down to 716, Bitcoin Cash is down a lot, Litecoin is down a lot, and so on and so on. So lots of money have moved into Ripple from those cryptocurrency. And in the previous videos which I've talked about Ripple, I did say that all of a sudden someone can sell lots of Ripple, and we can see the price shifting immediately and going possibly back down to $1. And with the money they let's say get from selling Ripple, they could buy back other cryptocurrencies such as Bitcoin, Ethereum, Bitcoin Cash at a discount price, in my opinion, and obviously immediately push the price back up. And lots of single individuals like myself, which I, by the way, don't have Ripple, but I'm sure lots of you do have, and lots of people that bought on the FOMO could get stuck with Ripple worth $1 for quite some time, while Bitcoin, Ethereum, Bitcoin Cash and so on started to pump back up and get back to where it was to begin with. Moving on, Their plan: develop XRP, hold most of it, artificially manipulate the price by bidding it up to $2-3. When I wouldn't use this word, I hate when people even use words like this in my comments. Let's just keep it clean. When people think it will keep going 4 or 5, they are trading precious limited decentralized Ethereum and BTC for a I would say bad coin that can be printed on a whim. And the truth of the matter is, again, I said in the previous video, when it comes to Ripple, it is not a mineable cryptocurrency. It actually is released, I don't know at what pace and who decided exactly when and how much, but as I said in the previous video, if someone from the Ripple or the whatever stands behind it decides, okay, tomorrow we're releasing another 10 million, they can easily do it, simply because no one's controls it. It's not mineable. It could be released and printed just like money, I guess, at any time they choose to do so. So going back right here, and we print it on a whim. In the end, the banks will win. They will end up holding most of the Ethereum and BTC. You will end up holding most of the XRP. And that's when McAfee prophecy will occur. BTC will head to 1 million, not quite sure about this, Ethereum to 500k per coin, and you will be holding Ripple basically paged to the US valued from 0.5 to 1.5 US dollars per coin. Rich always get richer. Even if you start out with more money than them, they will end up with more money than you. Right, so make up whatever you want out of it. I'm not spreading any FUD in here. I'm not trying to create anything out of it. I'm just sharing it with you. It's an interesting thought, which I can believe what I'm reading in here, simply because from what we've been witnessing in the past when it comes to cryptocurrency. And if we think about it, it does make sense. I'm not quite sure is that truly what's happening, but it does make sense that, let's remember what the Chinese government did. They spread the FUD that they're gonna stop exchanges, they're gonna make Bitcoin, they stopped people buying and selling Bitcoin in China. The price immediately fall down, and that's when we thought, okay, the Chinese government are forcing the people to sell. When it's down because of fear, they're gonna buy it, and then the Chinese government, or obviously the people close to them, is gonna buy it on the cheap. When Jamie Dimon came out with the things that Bitcoin is fraud and all these things, again the prices went down, and I'm sure lots of people, if not Jamie Dimon and his bank, others did buy it when it was cheaper. Price went back up. Now we have Ripple. Ripple is obviously pushing. We're definitely seeing people converting in the hopes of truly the price of Ripple going $5-10 again, as I've said in the previous video. And people are converting because normally what we do is you take the calculator, you calculate for 15,000 for instance how many Ripples you're gonna buy. If Ripple doubles up, how much profits you're gonna make. And if you hold Bitcoin, probably Bitcoin is not gonna rise up. But you gotta remember, it is true when it comes to Ripple, it is held by certain companies, individuals, banks, whatever, and it's printed on a whim. Depending of when they decide to print it, because it's not like Bitcoin and Ethereum, you have to mine it, and you can't just mine as much as you want per day. There's obviously set limit, and all of a sudden we may see Ripple, just like I said before, back to $1, and suddenly Bitcoin back to 15, 16, 17, 18,000, Ethereum to $8,000-9,000. And if you're stuck with Ripple worth $1 and you bought it at 2.23 and you sold your Bitcoin at, let's say, 13,000, and now all of a sudden you have a Ripple worth $1 and Bitcoin is worth 16, 17, 18 and above, or Ethereum, whatever, you probably will get stuck with your Ripple, or you're gonna have to take a big loss to sell it. And then if you want to buy back the cryptocurrency that I personally prefer as well, you're gonna have to spend more money. Thank you for watching. It was a quick video. I do hope you enjoyed this one. I'll put a link down below to this post right here. Make up whatever you want out of it, but feel free to share with me your thoughts. I'd greatly appreciate it. If you enjoyed the channel, feel free to subscribe and share, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.